presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
They call it Sunday Fun Day. Hopefully the Angels come out victorious today and salvage a finale of this three-game set, having dropped the first two against the Baltimore Orioles. It is a gorgeous day for baseball, and Jared Weaver is on the mound for the Angels. We welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and of course last night a very tough loss for the Angels. First time this year that they've taken a lead into the ninth inning and have lost the game, and overall it's one of those games you just want to wash away.
Yeah, you have to. Matt Wieters was the good at bat. Go other way for a 3-run home run. Matt Shoemaker was absolutely outstanding. 12 punch-outs, only one 3-ball count the entire game for Shoe. Unfortunately, Baltimore with that power won the game. All
right, mentioned that loss, two losses as a matter of fact to the Orioles, trying to salvage the finale here, and overall the Angels continue to struggle here at home. As far as the overall record, you saw some signs of getting better against the Dodgers. Now they need to keep turning it off.
Yeah, you got to find a way to win this game. They might have to hit some home runs against Jimenez at some point, but when you think about 8-14 so far this season, the Angels at home, their batting average at home, 239, on the road, 269, 40 games over 500 in the last two seasons at the Big A. You know they can win at home. You know they've done it in the past, and that's what they have to do. Get back to the basics. Use the entire field, score some runs early, and make it easier for Weaver, especially because of that power that they have. If you make a mistake, it won't hurt you like we saw last night in the ninth inning. Get some early runs and then add on and expand that lead.
Seems like it's somewhat of an epidemic as far as winning at home. A lot of teams in the American League have struggled to win at home this year. And see if the Angels can finish off the series before heading up to Texas, or out to Texas, I should say, to start a series tomorrow night. Ubaldo Mena's on the mound for the Orioles. Jared Weaver's on the mound for the Angels. We are just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. This telecast of Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Hyundai. The Memorial Day sales event is going on now at your local Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. By Jack in the Box. Taste the Baconlicious Sourdough Bacon Ranch Combo, only at Jack in the Box. And by the Jeep Renegade. Find your inner Renegade and reach your highest potential with an EPA estimated 31 highway miles per gallon. Since August of 2010, and obviously on Friday night it was a 9-4 victory. Last night they come from behind for Baltimore with 2 outs. The 3-run blast off the bat of Matt Wieters, and of course setting up the finale this afternoon here for Jared Weaver against Ubaldo Jimenez. So a couple of veterans on the mound for the Angels. Mentioned the home record for the Halos, 8-14 with the 2 losses to the Orioles, and that's coming off, of course, winning 2 games against the Dodgers and taking 3 of 4 earlier in the week. And it's been that kind of a season, unfortunately, for the Angels, that you start to see some good, and you start climbing as far as perhaps a potential winning streak, and all of a sudden a little bit of a letdown. And it's just one of those things that's been somewhat of a constant, really, from the get-go. Now the offense has picked things up. They continue to swing the bats, although last night they had a number of opportunities, and in particular Albert Pujols had a number of opportunities to kind of expand on that 1-0 lead. Unable to capitalize on it, and obviously it comes back to haunt when Joe Smith gives up the 3-run home run to Wieters in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you get a chance to add on against Baltimore with that power, you have to do so. You got to not make mistakes at the plate, and I think that was the biggest issue, really, when you think about it. Well-pitched game by Shoemaker, though. Just unable to finish that one off, and you got to move forward.
Yeah, the Angels last night 1 for 9 with men in scoring position. You see Weaver and the Angels wearing the pearly white home uniforms. Weaver seldom, if ever, has worn the alternate red top. So that's what they're going with today. We'll check out Buck Showalter's lineup for the Orioles, in first place by a game at the start of the day in the American League East with a 26-15 record. Rickard back out at right field. Machado's at shortstop. Adam Jones, a center fielder. Chris Davis, a cleanup hitter at first base. Mark Trumbo will DH today. Nolan Rymel gets a start at left. Jonathan Scope at second base. Caleb Joseph gets the start behind the plate, so Wieters gets the day off, and Flaherty once again behind, or over at third base, I should say. He is batting 9th. Jared Weaver's making his 9th start of the season, rolls into this one with a 3-3 mark and a 5.76 ERA.
He's been very good in his career versus Baltimore. 8-4 overall with a 3.29 for Weaver. My go-tos for Weave to be successful against Baltimore. Follow the lead, exactly what Shoemaker did yesterday. All speed pitch is very important. Then spot the fastball, and then up and down in the strike zone. Fastball up, breaking ball, change up, down in the strike zone.
We'll check out the Angels defense, how they set up behind Weavers. RAFAEL Ortega in left, Mike Trout in center, Cole Calhoun in right, the infield. Yunel Escobar and Gregorio Petit on the left side, Johnny Giotello, CJ Cohn on the right. Carlos Perez, after a night off, is back behind the plate.
And anytime Weave on the mound, fly ball action. Cole Calhoun has started all 44 games in right field this year, has 1 assist, 1 error so far, won the Gold Glove last season wearing that Angel uniform out in right field.
All right, let me ask you something here. You're Jared Weaver. You saw what Matt Shoemaker was able to do with the off-speed stuff last night. When you look at it on paper, not the matchup, not the perfect matchup for Weaver, a guy that's given up quite a few home runs this year to a team that has hit a bunch of home runs.
Well, I think the impressive thing for Shoemaker, he was able to throw his all-speed pitch, his first pitch for strikes, and Weaver's certainly one of those guys that can do that very well. And then when you get him to look off-speed, like we saw with Shoemaker last night, then you throw the fastball, and then they start looking fastball, you come back with the breaking stuff.
Weaver's allowed 10 home runs on the season through his first 8 starts, and Baltimore has hit 62 to lead the American League. Joey Rickard, the right fielder, leading things off, and he will take a strike. Hitting .261, has 4 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Wore the collar last night, going 0 for 4. The Orioles managed 5 hits, 2 of which occurred in the 9th. Slider away. At 1-1, Rickard did homer in Friday night's game. A couple of RBIs in that ball game for the Rule 5 selection out of the Tampa Bay Rays organization. Breaking ball inside.
Try to turn into that breaking ball.
Rickard at .310 on base percentage. Buck using him in that leadoff role. Count even up on him at 2-2. Mentioned how nice of an afternoon it is. 71 degrees at first pitch. Clouds up above. This one's pulled down the left field line, but foul. And as usual, when you get days like this, you see some infielders and outfielders have troubles with fly balls.
Boy, temperature-wise, it's beautiful, though.
Yeah. Breaking pitch again, hooked foul. And that's what you see from this Orioles team out in front quite a bit last night against Shoemaker. Ran a career high 12 strikeouts and a season high 7 1/3 innings in the no decision. Slider away, full count.
So again, last night only one 3-ball count the entire night for Shoemaker. Saw him, talked to him today, felt great. Played some catch.
Pulled down the left field line, foul. It's a dead red hitting ball club, the Baltimore Orioles. There's Shoemaker's line.
There's 3 hits allowed, impressive.
Rickards on board to lead off the game with a walk.
Well, we talked about Rickard coming into this series as far as seeing quite a few pitches, especially for a youngster.
Yeah.
Very patient at the plate. Ended up working a walk. Fouled some tough ones off. Now on first base.
Shoemaker, by the way, last night, 3rd pitcher in Angels history with 12 strikeouts and no walks in a start. Frank Tanana did it twice. Dan Herron did it as well. Here's Manny Machado. Good look at a strike. Machado 0 for 4 last night with 3 strikeouts. Shoemaker became the first pitcher to ever punch out Machado 3 times in a game. .315 average, 12 home runs, 26 RBIs for the shortstop. Filling in for J.J. Hardy, who's injured. Oh, 2.
Bob Davidson calling that upper part of the strike zone early on.
Rickard takes off, and this one's fouled back. Orioles don't run a whole lot, just 5 stolen bases, 10 tries this year.
Yeah, like we talked about last night on an 0-2 pitch, anticipating something off speed. You have a better chance to get a good jump.
Defensively have Giavotella shading Machado up the middle.
Yeah, Weaver with 1 pickoff this year, 25 in his career. And you always think of Weaver as a fly ball pitcher, and he gets quite a few fly ball outs, but he has had 6 double plays turned behind him this season.
Rickard again takes off. Machado strikes out, swing. The throw to second is in time. Called out at second by John Tumpain. John Russell, the bench coach for the Orioles, headed for the phone. Rickard hasn't moved from the bag.
Pretty good jump too, and a fastball. A quick tag.
Oh, the thing I could think of is maybe the hand went into the foot. He's safe, man.
Yeah, it looked like he got his hand in there.
Yeah. I mean, from up here, it looked like he got in there.
See this angle right here. He is right at that. A little bit different because the foot was blocking that path for the hand in there.
They are going to challenge it. So the crew chief, Dale Scott, coming down to third base line, and Tumpain will join him. Call should get overturned, at least from what we saw. Again, that's the only thing I thought of that call surprising. Maybe that hand goes into the foot. Looked like it got to the bag. Tough to tell there, but that first replay that we saw looked like the hand touched the base.
I thought so too.
Yeah, this one here.
So right now the tag has not been applied. That hand is on the base, finally on the rib cage area. So that slight hesitation of catching the baseball, then trying to go down and apply the tag. The difference. And Carlos Perez over the last couple of seasons has thrown out around 39% would-be base stealers. He did everything he could to make that a close play. That was a pretty good jump.
Call's overturned at second, so stolen base for Rickard. So 1 out, 1 on. Man in scoring position for the Orioles, and Adam Jones coming up. Baltimore last night just 1 for 2 with men in scoring position. They're 4 for 10 on the series. Jones hitting .237, 5 home runs, 19 runs batted in as the breaking ball is up and in. Orioles center fielder had a 1 for 4 game with a leadoff single in the 7th last night. Good changeup.
Establishing his off-speed pitches very early on. Mentioned Baltimore loving to hit the fastball.
1-2. Ball gets away, but not far enough for Rickard to try to advance to third. Two-strike pitch pulled toward third. Escobar has it. 2 down. Throw pulls. Thrown off the base. There's that sidearm throw from Escobar that tails toward the runner.
Yeah, you can do that more so as a shortstop, but as a third baseman, because of the angle you're throwing the baseball, it's going to go right at the runner as he's going down the line. Seen that a number of times where C.J. Corona's had to come off the base. See that sidearm, and then it's going to tail back into the runner, forcing CJ to go off the base and then apply a tag. See the frustration by, Escobar.
Davis, the first baseman, hitting .243 with 10 home runs and 27 runs batted in. He started the rally for the Orioles last night with a single.
39th career at bat for Davis against Weaver. In the game 184. Weaver's done a real good job as far as his changeup and curveball against him.
One and two. Weaver 20 pitches. Several foul balls off the bat of Rickard before he ended up drawing a walk. Weaver's trying to get out of this scoreless. Rickard over to second on the stolen base. 1-2 pitch. That's pulled and into the shift. Glove by Giavatello from his knees on the Crone. Got him.
What an outstanding play by Giavatello. He made a great play on the bare hand last night. This one showing some range. Solid play. Full extension on the dive. Gets up quickly to throw at Davis at first base.
Score, and there's no score because of that play by Johnny Givatella. Otherwise, Rickard comes in to score from second base. We'll check out Mike Scioscia's lineup for game number 44 on the Angels calendar. And Escobar leading things off at third. Calhoun in right. Trout at center. Pujols DHing. Givatella in the 5 spot tonight. He's in the middle of a 10-game hitting streak. C.J. Cron at first. Rafael Ortega in left. Carlos Perez behind him. Played GREGORIO Petit batting ninth, and he is playing shortstop as they take on a 32-year-old right-hander native of the La Romana in the Dominican Republic. His name is Ubaldo Jimenez.
My go-tos for the Angels to be successful against Jimenez is turn up the power. He will give up the big fly and let split bounce. Don't chase that split finger fastball out of the strike zone.
Escobar lifts one out to right center field. That gets down for a leadoff single. Brings up Cole Calhoun as we check out the Orioles defensively. It's Ryan Jones, Rickard in the outfield from left to right. Flaherty, Machado, Schoop, and Davis in the infield from third to first. And Joseph behind the plate. And Davis getting that start at first base, has 684 career starts in that position. Plays some third, left field, right field. But that play he made the other day at first base, you can see the arm strength he has. That was behind the base and still a perfect throw at home plate to get Cole Calhoun. Escobar, that was his 99th career hit versus Baltimore, most he's had against any opponent. Calhoun hitting .287, 3 home runs and 20 runs batted in. 1 for 4 last night with a single and a walk. 2 hits in the series. Ubaldo Jimenez with the unusual type of delivery, get that hitch. Rick Sutcliffe showing the baseball behind him. Kind of a hook.
He is struggling his last 2 starts too. 9 1/3, 10 earned runs, 14 hits, 8 walks, and just 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, the walks certainly prevalent last start. There's a little looper towards second base. One hopper. Schoop goes to second base. That's a heads-up play by Schoop. Escobar had to hold up there, a little undecided because of that ball in the air. So they get the lead runner. It's round number 1.
He jams him, but then able to get there, quickly turn around and fire a perfect strike. Machado at second base, always a good decision, get that lead runner. Schoop has turned into a very good player. Solid defender, very good arm, power from that second base position.
One out, one on, and here's Trout. Trout last night 1 for 4 with a single and a walk. Hitting .321 on the year, 10 home runs, 31 RBIs. Defensively, the Orioles played Trout about as straight up and as old school as we have seen this year. I haven't seen the Orioles shift a whole lot. I know you mentioned they're about middle of the pack in Major League Baseball as far as employing the shifts.
Yeah, when you do the comparison, 259 shifts this defensively as compared to 406 coming in the game for the Angels.
Back inside, we've seen that of late quite a bit. Pitching Trout with fastballs in.
And one danger, especially in a day game here, though, if you miss slightly out over the plate, you're going to see some distance against Jimenez today against Trout.
Count remains at 1-2. And Jimenez and Weaver, you've got 2 veteran guys that work at a fairly quick pace. They don't mess around a whole lot between pitches. Jimenez coming off his shortest outing of the year, 4 to 3rd. Sorry, Goop.
Yeah, using your defenders, work quickly.
1-2 pitch. Trout goes down swinging. Snap throw to first, and Calhoun is safe. Well, double clutch there by Joseph. Otherwise, they might get Calhoun for a strike him out, throw him out.
Yeah, there's a shot at him right there as it drifting off in a secondary lead. A little slow as far as the release from Joseph. Not something you normally see from him. He's got a very good throwing arm.
Two outs, men at first. Here's Albert DHing once again, hitting .222. 8 home runs, 27 RBIs. Albert last night 1 for 4. Count even at 1-1.
Throughout this game, the Angels have to be thinking in terms of trying to steal a base against Jimenez. He's allowed 7 stolen bases in 9 attempts this season alone.
2-1.
You mentioned that hook behind there with that longer throwing motion. His times at the plate compared to Gossman and Wright, considerably different. He's going to settle in around 1.3 to 1.4 range as compared to 1.15, 1.25 for the other 2 starters.
Evens up the count at 2-2. That's Bob Davidson calling balls and strikes. Lance Barrett over at first. Johnson paid at second. Dale Scott over at third. 2-2 now. Chopper to short. Albert trying to pull the outside pitch. Angels first is in the books. Way to the second, scoreless.
Brought to you by Ram Trucks. A very good defensive play by Johnny Giavotella against Chris Davis. This baseball looked like it was destined to go to the outfield for an RBI single. That is actually by Giavotella. Dives, quickly gets up, and throws a perfect throw over to C.J. Cron at first base to save a run. Great play by Johnny G.
Weaver with the strikeout and a walk in the first inning. He'll face Trumbo, Reimold, and Scope for the Orioles in the second. Trumbo got the start in right field last night, DHing once again today.
It's one thing Johnny Giavotella has really worked on is improving his defensive game. He made some solid plays last night with the bare hand. That play right there, solid against Davis.
No balls, 2 strikes on Trumbo. At an even 300 with 13 home runs and 31 runs batted in. Trumbo last night 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. That walk happening in the 9th. Trumbo fans, why wouldn't there be? Popular here. The inseparable triumvirate of Trumbo, Conger, and Borges in the early days.
Oh, yes. And for a while, you had the TNT boys, Trout and Trumbo, going yard.
Change up, lifted out toward left center. Trout coming in, as is Ortega. Mike takes charge. One down. Every moment matters during Patriotic Weekend, presented by State Farm. Angels taking on the Astros. Coming up on Friday at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a red, white, and blue barbecue apron courtesy of the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf while supplies last. Visit angels.com/promotions for more info.
That's right, Memorial Day weekend next weekend.
Yeah, Texas is about ready to sweep the Astros, and
that's Dallas Keuchel again, struggling at home.
Yeah, Texas undefeated against the Astros. And the Angels and Astros have yet to meet this year. That'll be the first meeting of the season. Also wrap up the season here, right? The 3-game series against the Astros.
Yes,
at home. Nolan Rymel, the left fielder, on as a pitch runner last night at the start on Friday. He's hit .322. Skies one down the left field line and toward the corner. Ortega will make the catch.
You see how that baseball just drifts further in the day. No play is easy. Anything hit high in the afternoon games here at the Big A.
Weaver wants a new baseball. He's retired the first 2 to start the second. 5 in a row since the walk to Rickard to lead off the game. Here's Jonathan Schoop, the second baseman. That's driven out toward left center field. Ortega is not going to get there. It'll fall in for a hit. A 2-out single puts a man on. Keeps the inning alive for Caleb Joseph.
Went slider. Didn't go down and away there. It kind of stayed back. It backed up on Weaver. And Schoop with that good power hits that ball left center field.
Matt Waiters getting the afternoon off after starting the first 2 games. 5 total hits in the series for him, including the dagger last night. It was Waiters' 4th home run of the season. Joseph hitting .204, a couple of doubles. No RBIs. Schoop takes off. Weaver calmly throws to second, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. We'll take that as we head to the bottom of the second, scoreless.
It's one of those outs you get as a pitcher that no stress level on it. Turn around, make the throw, light a tag, finish off the inning. Schoop going, calmly steps off, turns around, disengages with the pitching rubber to make the perfect throw.
Johnny Giavatello to lead things off here against Ubaldo Jimenez. Scoreless in the second. Johnny with a 10-game hitting streak has raised his batting average to .263, a couple of home runs, 12 runs batted in. He's .395 during this streak. Out of the count at 2 balls and no strikes.
Done an excellent job as far as using the entire field, hitting down on the baseball.
Chops this one over to third. Flaherty has it. One down.
A Hyundai key for this game for the Angels to be successful, especially when you're playing a team like Baltimore, going a little Lee Bryce parking lot party. You're going to have to hit some big flies in this game, and Jimenez is a guy that will give up the big fly. You got to put yourself in a good fastball count and do some damage.
5 home runs allowed by Jimenez this year. Leads the Orioles staff. Crone takes a fastball inside. TJ last night 1 for 4, had a single in the 6th inning. Jimenez with a strikeout and a single allowed in the first. 3 balls, 1 strike. Texas now leading Houston 9-2 in the 7th at Minute Maid. Seattle about to beat Cincinnati again. There's a walk with 1 out here in the second. Mariners up 5-4 on the Reds. Seattle at the start of the day leading the American League West. And doing so by a 1.5 over the Rangers. Halo 6.5 back at the start of the day. Oakland 7 back and Houston 9 back, although the scores hold. Houston beat 10. The Angels needing a victory to stay 6.5.
Well, Seattle has played unbelievable baseball on the road. In that game today, 17-7, 10 games over 500. Looks like they're going to win that game. Did win that game in Cincinnati.
Ortega looks at a strike. Seattle 8-10 at home. Now 18-7 on the road.
Boy, 4 of the 5 teams in this division under 500 at home.
This one out to center field. Jones drifting back on it. And he'll make the catch. Crone's tagging. Heading to second, and he is in there. It's a long fly out by Ortega. Crone takes the base.
It's good base running there by Crone to be able to put himself into scoring position. That's a long throw. As Adam Jones going back on the baseball, didn't necessarily get himself in very good throwing position. Very good arm that he has. Back to the base. Get in a scoring position for Carlos Perez. Worth the gamble.
Carlos looks at a strike. Had the night off last night with Jet Bandy, getting his first big league start behind the plate. Carlos on Friday 1 for 3 with a double and a sac fly, 2 RBIs. As this one's looped out toward right field. Schoop is not going to get there. Crone will come in to score, and the Angels have a 1-0 lead.
Again, going back to that tag up by C.J. Crone. If he doesn't do that, it's 1st and 3rd. Instead, it's 1-0 Angels. Good base running by Crone. A nice job by Carlos Perez in that little flare into the outfield to drive in a run. Just off the top of the bat. Well placed. Flare into the outfield. RBI single.
9th RBI of the season for Carlos. Gregorio Petit at the plate.
It's the 4th straight game for an RBI for Carlos Perez, starting to heat up a little bit. Again, credit C.J. Cron for tagging up on that fly ball, deep fly ball out to center field to give Carlos Perez an opportunity to drive him in.
Petit last night on board 4 times, 3 hits and a walk, 2 singles and a double. 9 for 27 with the Angels, has 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. A nice job filling in at shortstop. Ground ball to short. Machado has it. He'll go the short way. Forced out Perez. Inning is over. The Angels do get a run on a hit. Leave a man on. We head to the 3rd with the Angels on top 1-0. Sports is proud to team up with NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Illness, and their commitment to improving the lives of families and those affected by mental health conditions. Learn more about how to be stigma-free and visit foxsportsupports.com. Top of the 3rd, 1-0 Angels. Jared Weaver to face 8-9-1. Caleb Joseph will lead things off. He was at the plate in the 2nd when Jonathan Schoop decided to get a head start on a stolen base attempt and was easily thrown out at 2nd to end the inning. Joseph takes a strike. 29 years of age for the Franklin, Tennessee native. Backup catcher. He skies one out the left. 1 down.
Very important for Weave to get those quick outs. A quick one there.
The Angels did make a couple of moves today. Lucas Litke, gentleman we were talking about last night, who gave up the home run to Mike Trout in the cycle game while he was a member of the Seattle Mariners, was called up. A.J. Octor was designated for assignment, and Tim Lincecum optioned to AAA Salt Lake. So the procedural moves that we were talking about yesterday, now they're all complete.
Yeah, on that 25-man roster.
3 lefties in the pen now as Flaherty takes a strike.
And Weaver has faced 10 batters so far in this game. 9 first pitch strikes. Asking that at home, there's only been 9 batters. But because of Joseph was up the end that last inning on the pickoff and the first pitch strike, same thing, first pitch strike to start this inning off.
Lined out to right field, and Cole will come in and make the catch for round number 2. Every fan matters when the Angels take on the Tigers Tuesday, May 31st at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a stylish weathered baseball cap courtesy of Fox Sports West while supplies last. Visit angels.com/promotions to get your tickets today. Were you pointing at me as far as when I said weathered?
No. Oh.
Oh, can't wait to wear the weathered look.
Oh.
Yet again.
Pretty much every day.
Oh, man. Rickard led off the game with a walk and a stolen base. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's the little things in life, Gooby. That's what gets us through 6 months of the season. Little looper to short. There's that quick inning you were talking about. It's a shutdown one as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order coming up for the Angels, up 1-0.
Nothing here in the bottom of the 3rd. Now here's today's Cold Hard Facts, which are brought to you by Clean Crisp, Coors Light. Jim Palmer was on that team. The Angels played the Orioles in their first ever playoff series back in 1979. The Orioles won that series 3-1. He's won their first home game. Harlow with a walk-off RBI double. Game 1 of that series, though, Jim Palmer, the Hall of Famer, faced the other Hall of Famer, Nolan Ryan, in Game 1. Palmer won that game.
Escobar 1 for 1 with a single. HOF.
Oh, yeah.
Hall of Famer. You know, he's never in his career given up a grand slam. This is driven out to center field. Adam Jones racing back. It's over his head and at the base of the wall. Unell on his way to second. A multi-hit game for him. It's his 11th double of the season.
Aggressive swinging. And another good at bat against Jimenez for Escobar. A speed pitch, outer half the plate, drives it to the wall. Lead-off double. The Angels in business right away here in the 3rd.
18th multi-hit game for Unell.
Now 10 for 25 in his career versus Jimenez. Yeah, no grand slams for Jim Palmer ever in his career. I mean, what fun is that? I mean, 4 earned runs, that's always fun. 1 swing.
Assuming they got on base.
Yeah, via the hit or
and
walk.
They earned their way. Yeah. Cole reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1.
268 career wins. 3 Cy Youngs. And the 2nd autograph I ever had in my lifetime.
Really?
Robin Roberts, the 1st. 2nd, Jim Palmer.
Where'd you get his autograph at?
Well, we happen to be represented by the same agent, so when I signed with him and I said, my favorite player all time, Jim Palmer, signed an autograph for me.
Was he really a favorite player?
Yeah. Well, when the Phillies back in the early 70s, late 60s, they didn't win a whole lot of games.
This one ripped into right field. Escobar was on the move. He's going to come in to score easily, and it's a 2-0 Angels lead. Cole with his 21st RBI.
And I love that aggressive running. Again, you can steal bases off Jimenez. Didn't really give that second look back. Great jump by Escobar and easily scores on an RBI single from Cole Calhoun. 21 RBI and another run scored with Escobar.
I never knew Palmer was your favorite guy.
Yeah.
Those jockey ads?
That was the no career grand slams.
That was it?
Yep.
That's cool, man. Robin Roberts is a good one to have.
Little
too.
did I know I was going to be lucking into those 2 autographs, my first 2 ever.
Yeah. How many autographs do you think you have?
Probably about, I got to have at least 300 to 400 range.
Trout struck out his first time. How many are like good ones? I mean, because I know you ask buddies and stuff to sign baseballs.
Yeah, I mean, from Mickey Mantle to Joe DiMaggio to Hank Aaron, Lou
These
Brock.
are all legit ones.
Yeah, at the old timer games, I used to be one of those guys who would always ask for an autograph. And they were so great to start talking, and lo and behold, you got an autographed baseball signed by him.
3-0 on Trout with Pujols on deck. That's cool.
I know Hector Santiago has a great display at his house in Arizona of all autographs, but yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's a good conversation piece when people come to your house.
And there's a 4-pitch walk.
And now it's time for the driver's seat, brought to you by Kia, with Albert Pujols coming to the plate. Most career hits amongst active players, A-Rod. 3,084. Ichiro getting closer, just 44 hits away from 3,000. And Adrian Beltre on his way to the Hall of Fame himself with 28-11. Albert looking for 27-03 here with 2 on.
Pujols grounded out his first time up. 2-0 Angels. Calhoun bringing home Escobar after he doubled to open up the inning. Cole's at second, Trout at first. On the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's a little looper out to left field. That'll fall in for a hit. Cole will come in to score. Trout racing to third. It's 3-0 Angels. Albert chugging into second. It's an RBI double.
Right on cue. Career hit number 2703 for Albert Pujols. Did a great job as far as bringing his hands inside that baseball. This is a fastball inside. And stop it there, guys, how he's able to bring his hands in. That was so impressive because he was going all speed, and then the fastball inside turns on it and drives it to left field for an RBI double. Ten RBIs in the last 11 games for Albert Pujols.
587th of his career. 5 away from Todd Helton. Tris Speaker, by the way, the all-time leader in doubles with 792.
And no, I did not give up one to him. No doubles.
Yeah, you got Tris's autograph? Did you get him in an old-timers game?
No. No. Eddie Matthews is another one of those ones. That was one of my favorite to get.
Nice. Givatello, 0 for 1. He grounded out. Infield back for the Orioles. But nobody out. It's 2-0 now. Givatello. Only 4 guys with 700 or more doubles in their career. Tris Speaker, Pete Rose, Sam Musial, and then Ty Cobb. Of our generation of players, Biggio next. He's 5th all time. 668.
What a player, Biggio.
Johnny chasing a little bit, spanning the zone. It's 2-1. Yep.
I mean, think about playing all those demanding defensive positions too for Biggio throughout his career on his way to the Hall of Fame. Catcher, second base, center field. Two
2-1. That's a base hit to right field. It'll bring in 1 for sure. Pujols will be stopped at third. It's an 11-game hitting streak for Johnny as he picks up his 13th RBI.
5 for his last 9 with runners in scoring position for Mr. Energy, Johnny Giavotella. 6 RBI in his last 6 games. Has moved up to that number 5 spot in the lineup for the Angels.
Movement down the Orioles bullpen. Dave Wallace, the pitching coach, out to pay a visit. 5 batters up. 5 batters have reached to start this 3rd inning for the Angels.
We talked about he has struggled in his last 2 starts.
Dylan Bundy, first man up.
Playing a little Go Johnny Go stadium here.
First and third, nobody out. C.J. Cron at the plate. It's the 4th start Jimenez has made in his career in this ballpark. He's 1-2 and a 5.68 ERA coming in. He's given up 4 runs so far. Cron flips one down the right field line. Fair ball. Pujols will score. Giavotella racing to third. He'll be stopped right there. It's an RBI double for Cron. And the Angels extend the lead to 5-0.
Talking about using the entire ballpark. We've seen that in this inning for the Angels.
Double for Cron is 5th. The RBI is 18th.
Off-speed pitch, just went with it. Little flare, little nature boy out the right field. RBI double, 18 now. Season for C.J. Cron.
Here's Ortega, hit a fly ball to deep center in his first at-bat. Infield halfway now for Baltimore with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Breaking ball upstairs. Bundy should be ready to go now. Halos today 5 for 5 with men in scoring position. Ground ball right side. Davis comes home. The play at the plate, and they get Giavotella. That's a 3rd base runner the Angels have had thrown out at the plate in this series. 1 down.
And generally the contact play being on with 1 out. Going on contact with no outs. We talked about Davis as far as highlighting our defense. To start this game for Baltimore, he's got a good throwing arm, an accurate throwing arm, a quick throw to Joseph at the plate, and the tag applied.
Broken bat roller over to third base. Bobbled by Flaherty. Perez is safe at first. The run scores. 6-0 Angels.
Boy, a break there that had a potential to be a double play ball. Instead, a run scored and safe at first. Baltimore doesn't make many mistakes defensively, but Flaherty on that one did so. Broken bat, trying to get himself in position to be able to be a quick throw to second. Didn't look the baseball in the glove. And Carlos beats it out, gets an RBI out of it.
Carlos reaches on the error, and he gets credited with an RBI. Can't assume the double play, right?
No.
That's
RBI
his 2nd
for sure.
RBI and his 10th of the season. Flaherty's first error of the year, the 18th committed by Baltimore. As Petit steps up, 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Ground ball up the middle. Machado to his left has it. Flips it over to Scope for 1. The relay back to Tom Thursday. Terrific arm for a second baseman.
That's a tough double play to turn, but what an arm Scope had.
Halos sent 9 to the play. Score 5 times. They lead at 6-0 as we head to the 4th. 6-0 lead, and in the bottom of the third, the Angels sending 9 men to the plate, scoring 5 runs, and we welcome in Jose Mota, kind enough to join us. The Rally Mota's here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Last time I was here, the Rally Cat appeared.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here.
Here.
Rally Cat's still here.
It's still here.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, it's been very good so far.
You know that we had to pay off someone in Seattle to bring that cat with us from Seattle back to Southern California.
The Booth one?
So
The Booth one.
It's a Seattle cat making its way down to Orange County.
And that was a cat that was literally, it was in the booth in Seattle.
Jose knows it. Frenchie and Jose.
I was able to borrow it for a little bit.
Brought in the
part of
pregame
opening.
show.
Give you guys some credit.
One of the cameramen in Seattle had it in the booth as Machado takes a breaking ball downstairs. Nice bottom of the third. It's a team that the Angels picking up the pace offensively over the last couple of weeks. At home, it's been a little still up and down, but a nice inning overall, kind of passing the baton there through 9 batters.
Yes, key thing. You got to take advantage of Ubaldo Jimenez, who has a walk in his game. Mark, we talked about this before the game. And also, C.J. Cron, to me, kind of set the standard here on that tag play from center field and that fly out to Adam Jones.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. That's an important play. If he doesn't get the second base, it ends up being first to third on that little flare in there by Carlos Perez. Jose, can you explain, when we talk about the differential between, the home and road record for the Angels? 239 batting average at home as compared to 269. How could that be as a hitter? Aren't you usually more comfortable at home with the background?
Eventually, you hope it matches up because we're going to see, of course, most of your at-bats.
Machado goes down looking. That's the 5th strikeout for Machado in the last 2 games.
Sometimes, Mark, it's just hard to explain. I mean, look at the Angels' record last year on the road. How do you explain that? And consider that when they scored first on the road last year on a negative record, scoring first on the road, they were 24-16.
Baseball, is the old saying, is a funny game.
Oh, yes.
Numbers, lots of numbers.
Well, it's just like the interleague record for the Angels. It's been so good under Mike Scioscia. Really going back to the All-Star break last year, it's been non-existent. It's been all one-sided for the National League against the Angels.
Yeah, I was looking at this a little bit closer.
This is ripped over to third and off the glove of Escobar, so Jones will reach. Single.
So, Victor, tell me what you think about this. And Mark, you've been here long too. Mike Scioscia's team usually don't get off to good starts. Around mid-May, late May, they start catching fire. Well, interleague used to begin around May, mid-May, and it
June,
seems like on that roll they just continued on all the way through June, and now they're so spread out. I guess it's not to your advantage anymore.
Yeah, you can't look at the calendar and plan ahead. Hey guys, we're good for about 5.5, 6 weeks.
Hey, we're going to be good in May some point, so bring Interleague on and let's roll with it.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Now, Jose, we were talking about a little bit even on the pregame show with Weaver, following up what he saw from Shoemaker, and we're seeing some very good off-speed pitches. First pitch, is that what you're seeing also?
Yeah, one thing that I know you guys have pointed out too is the misses need to be on the dirt side of the plate. Just take the at-bat by Rickard, that first at-bat. The foul ball is this way for one reason. Slow, but also not on the white, on the dirt side of the plate. Smart by Carlos in setting up in there.
Oh, roller foul as no balls, 2 strikes on Davis, who grounded out his first time.
But I did like that Weave used a slider early in the game just to give that little show and spread home plate a little bit more and not have guys sitting just north and south on fastball, changeup, curveball.
We talked about this with Weaver before. This club right here, Baltimore, loves to hit the fastball. And clearly they've been up there looking first pitch fastball. Can they sit back and look off speed and still adjust to Weaver's fastball?
Absolutely. We saw that happen with Weaver in Milwaukee. First time around, very solid. Saw it happen here against St. Louis. Very solid. They adjust, they cover the plate, they crowd the plate. It's not automatic. You see them go out there and execute good fastballs for them not to sit on those and be successful.
1-2, got him looking. Down goes Davis.
Speaking of fastball, that's exactly what Shoemaker did last night after establishing his split finger fastball, especially to Machado. He got some fastballs by him.
Think about this. Davis might have been sitting out speed and saying, well, but a well-located fastball, it doesn't matter what speed, there's going to be a hard time for you to pull that trigger.
And well located, obviously in quotation marks with Bob Davison behind the plate.
It was in the vicinity,
it was
which
in
we
the
like.
General area. Like last night.
Stay around.
2 strikes, Escobar and Trout. Trumbo swinging and missing on the breaking ball. I don't know that they can make the adjustment, to be perfectly honest with you. They are so geared up for the fastball. And we saw that on Friday night. That you know, they had plenty of opportunities against Shoemaker to try to sit slow stuff, and they never adjusted to it.
The separator is neutralizer, that split finger.
Yeah.
Then you start thinking, well, is he going to go and pitch backwards? Because he showed the ability to do that yesterday too. And then even that 89 surprises you.
Yeah.
You know.
See the differential today for Weaver, 85 to 67. But most importantly, unlike the last start where command was a little bit spotty for him, today he's at least hitting his spots. And you have to when you're living in that range. I don't know why everyone was having this conversation the other day. I don't know who keeps getting geeked up about Weaver's velocity. It is what it is. It's just a number. If you've got the differential with the off-speed stuff, but you hit your spots like Shoemaker did, that's a huge spot for him last night. He hit his spots. Makes a huge difference.
Exactly. And Jose, you touched on this before. When Weaver lands and delivers the baseball, he's a little bit closer anyhow than most other pitchers.
And it's the third strikeout of the inning for Jared Weaver. We will head to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Angels on top 6-0. Battle as Mike Trout and the Angels square off against Prince Fielder and the Rangers in a game you can only see on FS1. It all starts at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, or you can watch it live on Fox Sports Go.
Yeah, that'll be Derek Collin against Nick Tropiano. Dutch Upland versus Nitro.
Surprised to see where that ERA is right now.
Top of the order coming up for the Angels here in the fourth. Escobar, Calhoun, and Trout.
Anything I can do to make you smile.
Yeah.
Victor, last time I was here, you were talking about the pencils going in.
Yeah.
There's all the talk going on
because of Pedro Baez pitching.
By the way, Pedro Baez was told you need to pick it up a little bit.
His own manager said it in the postgame. It's crazy.
Boy.
Escobar 2 for 2 with a single and a double. 18 multi-hit games for the Angel third baseman. Halos batting around in the third inning. Halos at the start of the day picked up the batting average 281 in the month of May. The home runs have gone up a little bit. Still not. I don't think it's going to be a team that comes close to the Orioles or the Rays as far as the long ball is concerned. But things will settle down, obviously, offensively, and the long ball will be present. This one's hit toward the hole.
Speaking of pace of play, when you have a pitcher, we talk about it a lot as far as the pace of the pitcher on the mound, how important it is as a defender. How big is that to have a guy working well? Jimenez works quick, Weaver works quick. How important is that for a pitcher to have that good pace as an infielder or an outfielder to make plays defensively?
Well, consider, we all talk about good jumps in range all start with the first step, right? So if my pitcher's around the zone, I'm always going to be leaning forward, anticipating, watching foul balls. If I see a guy all over the place, I might settle back instinctively and be on my heels, not getting that great step, not anticipating the baseball, which is, of course, what makes good infielders and outfielders. Anticipate the ball hitting to you. I've been watching Baltimore Orioles outfielders all throughout the game. They're always moving in one direction or the other, trying to help Ubaldo. Then as the pace slowed down, Victor, guess what happened? They're more on their heels.
Yeah. Cole taking a strike. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI single and a run scored.
I saw that visit to the mound for the infielder once in a while to go, hey, I want to make a play for you. Just be around the zone. We're going to help you here. It's important. We're talking about a while though, Victor, and think about this. Getting out to a 15-1 start, first half of the season, making the All-Star team, but not winning 20 games. And how much his friends have told me that got into his head. Go 15-1 at the All-Star break mark and not even get to 20 wins.
Yeah, all of a sudden that conversation becomes, are you going to be the first 30-game winner since Denny McLain? And that's the questions you're going to get asked, and they don't even get 20. Then you start to doubt yourself.
You went 15-1, and then he went 4-7 after the break. And not so much the ERA went way up, just did not get the run support or stayed in games or battle enough that year in Colorado in 2010.
But whether you're hitting or pitching, if your confidence starts to wane, everything seems to go wrong. Ask Matt Shoemaker. We talked to him today about that. He's a lot more confident today than he has been.
Pulled foul.
Nice catch.
Wow. See, he had that prep step ready to go there to make the play.
That's what I'm saying. See, you saw the hook with the swing. Yeah. See that barrel come around? It's coming my way. Nice range. Step up, catch. Done.
Big step forward for Matt Shoemaker last night with his start. Back-to-back good starts. Picked up the win Monday. No decision last night. As Cole goes down swinging for round number 2. Second strikeout for Jimenez.
Victor, think about this. This guy has been demoted to the minor leagues. He's had an outing of 2 1/3. He's had an outing of 6 1/3. He's gotten the strikeouts, and all of a sudden, he shows that last night. As we all have been saying, we know there's more from Matt Shoemaker. To me, he is a key in bridging this whole rotation together. And who knows? He might not even be here right now, unless because of the injury to Garrett Richards.
Right. Trout fouls this one off on the first base side. It's 0-1. Mike, a strikeout on the first, walked and scored in the third.
Boy, he went right to the credit to Jet Bandy. Well deserved. Bandy's seen him in, you talk about some days under the sun in Arizona and the minor leagues and bullpens and side sessions. And what a great job. Bandy and the Jets last night. Stan.
I hear you, Jose. Go in there, dude.
Jones is there. He'll put it away. The Angels go down in order. Jose, we appreciate it as always, buddy.
Be good.
All right, my man. We'll head to the 5th inning with the Angels up 6-0. They created Subaru Loves to Care, their commitment to a healthier community. And by El Pollo Loco, try the new double chicken salads today. Top of the 5th inning, 6-0 Angels. Halo scoring a run in the second and hanging a 5 spot in the third against Ubaldo Jimenez. Jared Weaver has 4 strikeouts, 3 of which occurred in the 4th. There's a single sandwiched in there, and that was Adam Jones with 1 out. Reimold, Schoop, and Joseph, 6, 7, and 8 for Baltimore here in the 5th inning. Reimold, the left fielder, hit a fly ball to left in the second, so he's 0 for 1. This one's fouled back just above us. And it's 0-2.
16 batters faced for Weaver today, 14 first pitch strikes.
0-2. Bounce foul.
Yeah, if you look at that graphic from Weaver, what he has done so far this season as far as getting ahead of the count at first pitch strikes, 66.5% first pitch strikes this season, which is 3rd best in the American League. So not a shock to see what he's been doing so far today.
This one's fouled back. Carlos will give it a look, but it's into the seats. Orioles, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error, have left 2 on base. The Angels, 6 runs, 7 hits. Stranded 3. Pretty good bounce back inning for Jimenez in the 4th, retiring the side in order. Top of the order, too. Broken bat, roller foul.
We've tried to sneak that fastball upstairs. Now you would think he has him set up, especially he could start that curveball from that same plane and drop it down below the knees and get a swing and miss.
Got him to reach for that breaking ball. It's Petit shading his eyes. Escobar will take control and make the catch. I'm not sure Gregorio saw it off the bat or once it got up in the air there. You now got it. There's 1 down.
The old, I got it, you take it.
Yep. Schoop had a single in the second. And was caught stealing. This goes as a pickoff, caught stealing to end the 2nd inning. Slow breaking ball down low. Native of Curacao.
That's a good change up there from Weaver. Schoop very quick on fastballs.
1-1 upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schoop played for the Little League World Series championship team out of Curacao back in '04. As a matter of fact, closed it out. He had the save in the final game. It's 2-2. That's coming up fairly soon, right?
Yes. It's the beginning part of June.
College World Series around the corner. Breaking ball popped up. Escobar into foul territory. 2 down. Every moment matters. Join us for Family Sunday presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink on May 29th. Angels taking on the Astros at 12:35. Visit the Gate 5 courtyard for fun activities. And after the game, kids in attendance get to run the bases. Visit Angels.com to get your tickets today. 2 outs, nobody on. It's the catcher, Caleb Joseph, coming up.
Had a little cut action on his fastball today too, Weaver.
About to throw a 70th pitch. 2 outs here in the 5th. Changeup. Got a good one working tonight.
Only a catcher doesn't swing at that one. And that's a perfect pitch. 1-1 pitch, change up just below the knees.
2-2. Joseph 0 for 1 with a fly ball to left field in his first at bat. That was in the third. Fastball fouled back. Good crowd this afternoon. The Little League parade before the game. A lot of kids in attendance. Change up out toward left, toward the corner. Ortega, long run. It's hanging up for him, and he'll make the catch. Boy, he had a long way to go. It stayed in the yard, and that is the third out here in the fifth. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Bottom of the fifth, Angels up 6-0. Pujols, Chiavatella, and Crone coming up for the Angels to face Ubaldo Jimenez. Retired the side in order in the fourth inning. First time he's done that today. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 7 hits allowed. Albert had an RBI double and a run scored in the third. He's 1 for 2. Bouncer foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pujols' double is 4th of the year. The RBI is 28th. Second on the team in that category. Trout leads with 31. You've got Calhoun with 20. This one out toward left field. Reimel was playing deep, comes in, and he made a nice catch on the backhand. Rolls over and holds on, and that's out number 1.
Not an easy play for Reimel out there in left field. The top hand swing. So it's going to hook on him as he comes sliding in and catches it just before that baseball hits the outfield grass. Well played by Reimel. Kept his eye on the baseball. The head was still all the way through, sliding in to make the play.
Johnny looks at a strike. 1 for 2. RBI single in the third inning. 11-game hitting streak for the Angels second baseman. Batting in the 5 spot for the first time this year.
Really looking back in this game, that defensive play he made on Chris Davis also in the first inning. An outstanding play by Giavotella.
Flaherty, the third baseman, has it. 2 down.
Yeah, with
bring up C.J. Cron.
With the Angels leading the Orioles 6-0. Go back to my Hyundai Key for this game. Go a little parking lot party, especially with C.J. Cron up here against Jimenez. So far, has kept the baseball in the ballpark. Again, the pitch count not too bad at 71, but looking for something up in his zone, the drive.
Cron flips one out to center field. Adam Jones playing shallow is there. Quick inning for Jimenez, who's retired the last 7 in a row. We'll head to the 6th inning. Angels still on top. Fox Sports West is brought to you by Infinity. Visit your local Southern California Infinity retailer for a test drive today. And by Energy Upgrade California. It's easy to stay golden at energyupgradeca.org. Down to the 6th inning. Jared Weaver's had a nice afternoon so far through 5. He's coming off an inning in which he retired the side in order. He's done that twice today. Did it in the 3rd as well. 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. He's got 9, 1, and 2 coming up, and he's got himself a 6-0 lead. Flaherty, the third baseman, hit a fly ball to right field his first time up. Takes a strike. 74 pitches by Weaver, 54 strikes. Changeup in there, 0-2.
Just like we saw from Shoemaker last night, a feel for all of his pitches. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. He established his slider early on, which is important for him.
Fastball away, looked like he stumbled upon delivery of that pitch.
Try to get a little bit more on his fastball, and you see moving around that landing area where he lands. There's no one else going to be landing in that same spot.
One-two pitch. That's a called strike 3. Flaherty doesn't like the call. He's barking at Davidson.
That's right there on the inside corner.
Davidson just waved him off.
Gave him the Sean Farnham.
I don't know if I've seen an umpire do that before. No. Waved him off. Hold on. Oh, man. His right hand. Just go about your business. Oh, 1 out. That pitch did catch the corner. The one bad call, was it Chris Davis, the one that was up and away off the plate?
Yeah. 4 of the 5 strikeouts looking today for Weaver.
Rickard, the right fielder, sorry, Gooby, is lined down and walked.
What that tells you, Victor, is they're guessing.
Yep.
And they're guessing wrong.
Lifted out towards shallow right field. Long run in for Cole. Giavotella going out, and that'll fall in there for a hit. Perfectly placed single by Rickard. So he is on board with 1 out here in the 6th.
Shortstop, number 13, MANNY, MACHADO.
Just a 3rd hit allowed by Weaver. All 3 have been singles. There's Manny Machado, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
That is a slow curveball, 67-mile-an-hour curveball from Weaver.
No balls, 2 strikes.
He's throwing off the timing of a very good hitter.
Off to a good start. American League Player of the Month for April. Came in batting .312. 0-2 now. Breaking pitch. Got him swinging. Manny Machado coming into the series had never struck out 3 times against any pitcher. Matt Shoemaker was the first last night. Jared Weaver has followed up today.
This curveball now at 67 miles an hour. Look exactly where it's located. Around the letters, ends up below the knees. Excellent pitch from Weaver. The follow through. Look how far out in front he is at that curveball. That's a great angle we got there on that camera. As a hitter, you're trying to stay back. Very difficult to do so at a 66-mile-an-hour pitch.
Machado had come into the series with 26 strikeouts in 39 games. He's punched out 6 times the last 2.
That's amazing. Think about it. 28 extra base hits for Machado coming in to these last couple of games.
This one's skied toward right center field. Trout moving over. He'll put it away for the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom 3rd of the order coming up for the Angels. Still up 6-0. Took a 1-0 lead in the second, expanded that lead to 6-0 as they batted around in the third. And here in the sixth, with Jimenez still in the game, it's Ortega, Perez, and Petit. 6 punch outs for Weaver, 1 walk. Six strikeouts for Weaver, by the way, a season high for him. He hit 5 a couple of times. This one's out toward right center field. Long run for Rickard and Jones, and Adam Jones makes the catch on the track for the first out. Ortega's given it a ride a couple of times today.
He's hit the ball very well, and Jones has run down a couple of them. Pretty good communication. It looked like initially Rickard was going to get that fly ball. That's a split finger fastball that stayed around knee high, stayed back on it well, and drove it to the warning track just in front of the wall. See the communication? Jones runs it down just before he goes into that wall.
Carlos 1 for 2. A couple of runs batted in, had an RBI single in the second inning. Reached down the air by Flaherty in the third and also picked up an RBI. Had 4 RBIs in this series.
And we talked about that in the beginning of this homestand. This imbalance in the lineup, starting to see some.
This is a little loop route to center field. Jones coming in, and he'll let that hop in front of him. Second hit of the game for Carlos. Snaps a string of 8 straight retired by Jimenez. As we take a look at the Honda probables for the upcoming series in Texas tomorrow night. Tropiano and Holland on Monday night. Chacin and Perez on Tuesday, and then a Wednesday afternoon game, Santiago and Lewis.
A lot of Angel hitters over the years with good numbers in Texas, especially against a couple of those pitchers, including Colby Lewis, where they've driven the ball very well in Arlington.
Gregorio Petit is 0 for 2. Texas ended up sweeping the Houston Astros. Final today 9-2. Seattle defeated Cincinnati 5-4. Oakland losing to the Yankees 2-1.
The Yankees starting to play better baseball themselves.
Petit skies this one foul.
Yankees now have won 5 in a row.
One ball, 1 strike on Gregorio Petit. Top of the order on deck. Two. Movement now in the Orioles bullpen. While that third inning was playing out for the Angels, Dylan Bundy got up, started to loosen. He's back up once again. Jimenez at 81 pitches. Petit thought that ball was on the ground. Foul tipped it, but he did not. Third strikeout for Jimenez, 2 outs. Yunel Escobar coming up. That strikeout of Petit, the 1500th career strikeout for Ubaldo Jimenez. Oh-2 count.
It's saying that he hit him. Well, he's taking off that shin guard. potentially. No, back in the batter's box. Well, you know, Momus got him in the hand area. Fastball in.
Tried to settle it, I think.
Yeah, he did.
One ball, two strikes. You now 2 for 3. Single, a double, and a ground down. He's also scored. That's a wild pitch. Carlos will advance to second.
4th wild pitch of the season for Jimenez. That split finger fastball in the dirt. It's by Joseph as a rotation, and the ball spins away from him.
Two balls, two strikes with 2 outs. A little tapper foul keeps his at bat alive. Calhoun on deck. 8 hits today for the Angels. Had 9 last night, 7 in the opening game of the series. Quick road trip. 3 to Texas and back home beginning Friday night against the Astros after an off day on Thursday. Astros and the Tigers in town. 6-game homestand.
Tigers starting to play a little bit better baseball themselves.
Off the plate, full count. White Sox ended up winning again today. Their 26th victory. Beat the Royals. And Escobar works the walk. Nice plate appearance for Escobar after falling behind.
He was behind 0-2.
There comes Buck Showalter, and it looks like that's going to be it for Ubaldo Menes. Bundy's ready to go. We have ourselves a pitching change. With 2 outs here in the 6th inning, the Angels have a couple of men on, leading at 6-0. To you by Mercury Insurance. On a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com today to get a fast free quote and see how much you could save. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. 6-0 Angels looking for more here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Ubaldo Jimenez out of the game after 90 pitches, 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. He's responsible for the 2 guys on base. It's our in and out, who's in, who's out as Dylan Bundy, the right-hander, takes over. 12th game of the season. No record, a 2.76 ERA, 16 in the 3rd innings, 18 hits, 9 strikeouts. He has walked 6.
And Bundy's fastball's 91 to 96. Throws about 63% of his pitches. Fastball, curveball, changeup, occasional cut fastball.
Facing Cole Calhoun, 1 for 3 today.
And always trying to add on against this Baltimore club. The way they can swing the bat, you got to do so.
One ball, one strike. Bundy, a first-round pick, 4th overall selection, 2011. Got to the big leagues in his first year, pitching 2 games, then got shut down and ended up having Tommy John surgery. Missed all of 2013. Just 9 games in 2014. As Cole cuts through that one. And it's 1-2. Had a right shoulder strain last season. Ended up pitching in just 16 games. Pardon me, 8 games. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Cole skies one out toward shallow center. Adam Jones comes in and will make the catch for the 3rd out. Angels leave a couple on. We'll head to the 7th. Still a 6-0 Angels lead.
Cam replay. The command of his fastball, upper part of the strike zone. His slider, cut fastball, been very good, but his slow curveball and changeup throughout the game against this very good, powerful Baltimore offense. He stymied him 6 punch-outs in the game with just 1 walk so far for Weaver. 3 hits allowed. Those great numbers at home, 75-31. Talked about that in the opening, how the club has struggled at home. Well, Weaver has been outstanding here at the Big A.
85 pitches so far as we begin the 7th. Davis, Trumbo, and Reimold for the Orioles. Davis 0 for 2 with a ground down and a strikeout. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2. Season high 6 punch outs for Weaver. 4 looking. This one's out toward left field. Ortega coming in. And like we saw last night, good chunk of the game against Matt Shoemaker. A lot of uncomfortable swings for Orioles hitters.
Out in front. The hips opening up, trying to drag that bat through the zone still to make good contact. Had not been able to do so. 10 fly ball outs to go along with the 6 strikeouts for Weaver.
I know we tell visiting broadcasters this all the time when Weaver's on the mound. As TRUMBO steps in. If you see pop-ups in the infield a couple of times early in the game, means he's got it working.
Means they're out in front.
Yeah.
At the end of the bat, fooled on the speed.
Just off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. TRUMBO, a fly ball to center and a strikeout looking to end the 4th.
.92 pitches thrown for Weaver. 68 of them strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Just outstanding as far as that ratio between strikes and balls today for Weaver. 24 batters face, 18 first pitch strikes.
TRUMBO pops it up left side. Petit giving way to Escobar.
Again, I got it, you take it.
I got it, no, don't.
Again, another pop-up in the infield. Perfect indication how well Weaver has thrown the baseball.
Two up, 2 down here, the 7th. Nolan Reimold coming to the plate, the left fielder. He's hit a couple of fly ball outs, 1 to left, 1 to third. Boy, 2 games now. Talk about the kryptonite for the Baltimore Orioles. Change speeds.
And you know there's enough scouts around there. That's exactly what they're going to be telling pitchers going against this Baltimore club. You better change speeds. I don't care what kind of fastball you have. They're going to be on it.
As the fastball 0-2 count, tried to sneak one. Reimold picks up a 2-out single. 4th hit for Baltimore, all 4 singles, and it'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. Some movement down the Angels' pen. Weaver at 97 pitches. His season high is 103, and that was 3 starts ago against the Rays.
We were talking about Victor in the pregame show as Cam Jordan's getting ready down in the bullpen. But the starting staff is starting to come together. Some pretty good quality starts of late. Some help on the way also. Good sign for the staff.
Tropiano Richards hanging out. Next on the mound tomorrow night against Texas. This one's out toward left field, hit well. Ortega moving back on it. He'll watch this one go into the bullpen. It's a 2-run shot for Schoop. And the Orioles get on the board. It is 6-2 Angels. Schoop with his 8th home run of the season.
That pitch was down, but more in the middle of the plate down. And Schoop with good power hits that one out against Weaver. His 11th home run he has allowed this season. Slider. He didn't quite get exactly where he wanted to throw the baseball. It's amazing when you look at the reaction from a catcher when you miss location. As soon as the ball is hit off the bat, you can almost tell right then and there that the ball is not coming back.
Mike Scioscia's coming out, and that's going to be it for Weaver. With Bedrosian ready to go in the bullpen. And Weaver at 100 pitches. And Mike brings the hook with him. Weaver never wants to come out of a game.
No. If you're a manager, that's got to be the most difficult decision between Weaver and Lackey, and that's the look he wanted. This gives him a look. It's my game right here. I can finish off this inning, then we can go to the bullpen.
The pitch he'd love to have back is trying to sneak that fastball on Rival, because he had fooled him on the off-speed stuff.
Exactly. Sometimes you try that setup pitch. He was set up to be able to finish him off with a breaking ball.
There's Caleb Joseph, the catcher, 0 for 2 with a couple of fly balls to left. Breaking ball, first pitch in for a strike.
That's a good slider there from Weaver.
One ball, one strike. Change up out towards center field. Trout moves over a couple of steps, and Weaver gets through 7. He'll get a nice ovation here, and well deserved, as he goes to the dugout with a 6-2 lead.
here in the bottom of the 7th. Time now for the T-Mobile greater coverage of baseball. Texas beats Houston once again. Dallas Keuchel falls to 2-6 after being 28 last season. Boston beats Cleveland. Jackie Bradley Jr. extends his hit streak to 27. Club records 34 by Dom DiMaggio. And later on tonight, the Cubs and the Giants, Bumgarner, the last 5 starts, 4-0. To take a look now at a game break as Toronto in Minnesota. Don't hit a ball anywhere near Kevin Pillar because you're going to get that result. Full extension on the dive. Marcus Stroman going, wow, what a play by Pillar once again. Jumping on that highlights with that outstanding play in center field, the pride of Chaminade High School.
Toronto ended up winning that one 3-1. 103 pitches for Weaver through 7. Dylan Bundy back out of the bump here at the bottom of the 7th for the Orioles. That's in there for a strike. Trout, Pujols, and Giavotella in the 7th.
I still like what Mike Scioscia did. He went out there and just had a quick look and a quick conversation with Weaver, and Weaver said, I can finish off this inning, and he does so.
More of a one-sided conversation. I think Scioscia was talking, Weaver just stared.
Yeah, that was a good look, though.
Yeah.
That was one of those looks in Tombstone with Doc Holliday looking at you. Yeah, you're gone.
Trout this afternoon, 0 for 2. Strikeout, a walk, and a fly ball to center. He's also scored a run. Bundy, an Oklahoma native. Big time prospect coming out of high school as Trout pops this one foul. Bundy was going to go to the University of Texas. And the Orioles had drafted him. Got to the deadline to sign him, and he ended up agreeing to a 5-year major league deal to get him to give up that commitment. Second highest bonus that the Orioles had ever given out. Matt Wieters owns that distinction. Little flare, and that is going to fall in for a base hit.
That is a true nature boy, Ric Flair.
The jam sandwich has been on display this weekend on both sides, hasn't it?
Even against the Dodgers there in that series. Runs a fastball in on the handle of the bat, but it looks like a line drive in the box score. Just getting to that outfield grass.
Albert 1 for 3, not an RBI double in the 3rd. Trout takes off, first pitch, a throw down by Joseph, and the ball is dropped by Scope. Stolen base for Trout.
Big jump, 5th stolen base in 6 attempts for Trout. Determined to go on the first pitch.
Mike kind of.
That's a quick jump.
Yeah.
Quick transfer and throw though by Joseph, but it's gotten underneath it just a little bit.
Mike kind of looking down at that left hand of his. Watch the left hand going to the bag.
Right into the foot.
That had a pretty good chance if he holds onto the baseball of being called out with the hand hitting the foot. Albert fouls it off, 1-1.
Saw that earlier with Giavotella with his foot there at the base. You could do that with a lot of head first slides. Remember, Bobby Grich was one of the best as far as preventing that guy getting into second base. A lot more slides, foot first, cleat first into you at that point, but head first slides, more difficult to get into the base.
Big lead for Trout at second. Breaking ball. It's a pretty good hook, 1-2. Bundy still just 23 years of age. There's the Gatorade National Player of the Year 2011. Owasso, Oklahoma High School. Two-two. Tight, full count.
So he'll be checking out the Thunder Warrior game later on today, I'm sure.
They're back in OKC, right?
Yep.
Three-two. Albert lines one back up the middle, almost decapitates Bundy. Trout's going to be stopped at third, and Trout kind of rolled his ankle. Pujols trying to get to second, and he'll do so. But Trout, as he was being stopped rounding third, kind of stumbled there and went limping back to the bag.
And Mike Scioscia is going to come out to him right away. Adam Neville also. Ball was hit well right away. Ron Renneke putting up the stop sign. Right there you see him roll the ankle.
It's like he caught the back part of the base and slipped off of it. Right there.
Yeah, you see that? Right ankle.
It's a single for Albert, taking second base on the throw home.
See right here as he turns that ankle over. Well, the ankle, the hand, all in this at bat, and a jam shot to start with.
I tell you what, it's a good thing he was slowing down. He knows that ball was hit hard to Jones and he plays shallow. But he was already slowing down to the bag. You could take that full speed.
Yes.
Ouch.
Well, Ron Renneke right away was putting up the stop sign, which is important too, to be able to pick that up as you're going towards third.
Johnny swinging at the first pitch. He's 1 for 3 today. Had an RBI single in the third inning. Infield in for Baltimore. 6-2 Angels. We're in the 7th. That's a little looper to center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Trout will score as Giavotella picks up his second RBI, and it's a 7-2 Angel lead.
Well, he continues to do some impressive things with the bat. And that smile in at the dugout. Mike Trout walk around giving some high fives, seems to be okay. Adam Neville talking to Mike Trout.
"15 runs scored for Trout over the last 11 games. Here's Crone. Flare went out to shallow right field. Long run in for Rickard. He'll get there and make the catch. Albert's not going anywhere. One down. 1 for 3 after noon for Crone, and an RBI double in the third.
Number 39, RAFAEL Ortega.
Nice to get another run or two here to potentially allow Mike Scioscia to rest Mike Trout for an inning or two here.
Bedrosian coming on in the top of the 8th inning. Orioles have 9-1-2 due up. Ortega 0 for 3. 11 hits this afternoon for the Angels. Giavottella's on the move. This one's fouled back. Johnny walking back to first and looking for Ron Renneke in the signs. Ortega pops it up. Scope, the second baseman, going out. And he'll make the catch. Albert started to come down the line, but
not with that arm.
No. 2 down.
Carlos looking for his 3rd RBI of the game here. At 4 straight games with an RBI, which is a career high for Carlos Perez.
Carlos 2 for 3. A couple of runs batted in. Oh, 2 upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See that live arm of Bundy. Plenty of live arms out of that Orioles pen.
He's been their big prospect. Conversation about him for a while.
And that's driven out to left center field and hit very well. This one's got a chance to go. Gone! Big fly for Carlos Perez. A 3-run blast, and the Angels open it up.
Boy, what a swing again by Carlos Perez. We're talking about trying to get that 3rd RBI of the game. Well, no, instead, 5 RBI in the game for Carlos Perez, picking up his 2nd home run now, 13 RBI, as the Angels open it up here now 10-2 against Baltimore. Got that fastball inner half of the plate, 96, brought his hands in to barrel the bat, and then a long, long way for Carlos Perez. A little parking lot party there.
No career high for him and run batted in a game. 6th career home run. All 6 have occurred here in this ballpark.
Well, he got that batting average over 200 now with 3 hits today.
Ball and a strike on Petit. 0 for 3. One-two pitch. Petit grounds it toward the middle. Manny Machado is there. Inning comes to an end, but the Angels score 4 in the 7th. The capper, Carlos Perez's 2nd home run of the season. We head to the 8th. 10-2 Angels.
Happy today. We head to the top of the 8th, the 10 spot for the Halos on top of the Orioles, 10-2. Bedrosian taking the hill. What a performance from Jared Weaver. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Hope you stick around after this game for just a little while to check out our Angels Live postgame show brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers. I'll be joined by Jose Mota, Alex Curry with the interviews as well. As we send it back inside to Victor and Mark, I'm dying to know what Weaver told Scioscia when Weave came out for that mound visit, and also that stare that he gave him, man. That is the one look that I'm sure Gooby had back in the day from time to time.
Oh, there's nothing better than that good glare. That's sometimes you don't have to say a word, it's the look. Remember, Mike Tyson used to have that look many a times going out to start a fight, just looking at his opponent, and they were done. First round.
Cam Bedrosian takes over on the mound. 15th game, 1-0 record. And the first one to Flaherty's up and away.
It's back-to-back outings for Weaver, going 7 innings.
Fouled back, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike, season high. 6 strikeouts.
Here's the look, the glare. What did Doc Holliday say to Johnny Ringo? I'm your Huckleberry.
Flaherty 0 for 2 with a fly ball to right and a strikeout. 1-2. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 runs, 5 hits, 7 innings for Jared Weaver. He struck out the side looking in the 4th inning. The first time in his career he had ever done that. Last pitcher to strike out 3 batters in an inning looking, Jason Bolger, August 16, 2009. It's crazy to think that's the first time it ever done.
Yeah, considering, you know, Weaver's been a strikeout pitcher throughout his whole career.
2-2. There he slices one out to left field. Ortega coming on. 1 down. MLB.TV Premium, #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Includes a free subscription to At Bat Premium, #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the order coming up. Rickard with the walk, a line out, and a single. Takes a strike. The Angels did remove Mike Trout from the game with Shane Robinson in center field. No other changes for the Angels.
As we thought might happen, especially with that big 3-run home run by Carlos Perez. By the way, that 5 RBI performance by Carlos Perez, the most since Jeff Mathis had 6 back on July 23rd, 2008.
One ball, 2 strikes. Second appearance for Bedrosian in the series. He worked an inning and a third Friday night, allowing 2 hits, nothing else. Ground ball toward third. Backhanded by Unell. 2 down. So here's Machado. 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. He shoots one out to right field. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Cam Bedrosian. We hit at the bottom of the 8th. It's 10-2 Angels. Bar, Pujols, Giavotella, and Perez. Johnny extending his hitting streak to 11 games. And the Cardinals having a big game, a career high 5 runs batted in.
Impressive balance in that lineup. We talked about that in the opening, how the team has struggled at home, especially on the offensive side, but not today. Some great at-bats, 12 hits, 10 runs, including 5 RBI performance from Carlos Perez.
Vance Worley takes over on the mound. Second consecutive game for him in the series. 11th overall in the year. 2-0, a 2.28 ERA. Facing the top of the order. Worley last night faced 2 batters and he walked both. That's a liner to second. Scope's got it. 1 out. Well struck by Unell. Nothing to show for it though. 2 for 4 game. Brings up Calhoun. New shortstop for the Orioles as Paul Janisch takes over for Manny Machado. Cole 1 for 4. RBI single with a run in the 3rd. Shane Robinson on deck. One and 2. Liner to right field. That's going to get down for Cole's second hit of the afternoon.
Good to get Cole swinging the bat well, going down there to Texas where he has good numbers. Single hit performance here today.
Here comes Shane Robinson for his first plate appearance of the afternoon. 11th game with the Angels. 3 for 12. 2 runs batted in. The Angels have Deolis Guerra getting ready. Guerra called up before the game yesterday. Looks like he'll pitch the 9th. Robinson lifts one out toward right field. Rickard moving over. And he'll make the catch for round number 2. I like Joey Rickard, the right fielder, the Rule 5 kid. Doesn't seem overwhelmed at all offensively or defensively.
Not at all. Good patience at the plate. We talked about how many pitches he sees per plate appearance.
Albert will step up. There's Rickard's numbers last year. He led all of the Rays hitters in the minor leagues with that .321 batting average. Two balls and a strike. Albert today 2 for 4 with a double and a single. 2 runs scored. He's also picked up an RBI. Chopper to short. Giannis has it. And we will head to the 9th. Jones, Davis, Trumbo coming up. The Angels up 10-2. Download the free Fox Sports Go app, log in and stream the Angels wherever you go. Top of the 9th inning, it's 10-2 Angels. Deolis Guerra takes over on the mound, 27-year-old from Venezuela. Originally with the New York Mets. Last year pitched with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 10 games at the major league level. He'll be seeing action for the first time as an Angel. 5 scoreless innings in 3 games for AAA Salt Lake.
Guerra 89-93 with his fastball range, curveball, and a changeup.
Adam Jones, Chris Davis, Mark Trumbo. Guerra, a Rule 5 selection from the Pirates. Last year, the first time that he had gotten to the major league level. And that one misses down and away. Big kid, 6'5", listed at 245.
Good life on that fastball. Late little movement. Just off that outside corner.
Once pitched in the Futures game as part of the Mets organization back in '07. He was part of the package that went from the Mets to Minnesota in the Johan Santana trade. Carlos Gomez was in that deal as well. Pirates ended up signing him prior to 2014. And here he is now with the Angels as a Rule 5 pick. Fastball just missed in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones 1 for 3 this afternoon. Two on the way. Downstairs.
Saw Guerra a number of times in spring training. He's been able to get ahead of the count, been able to finish off some hitters. That's some good stuff. But control, always the most important thing for him.
3-2. He went around. Davidson rings up Jones, 1 away.
Now let's take a look at the top tier play of the game brought to you by Arco. C.J. Cron on first base, fly a ball, center field. Adam Jones ends up tagging up. Why is that important? Because at that point, 0-0 game, and then a base hit in the right field. Carlos Perez scored. C.J. Cron with the first run of the game, considered how that was a tough loss the night before. It's a big run. Good hustle play by C.J. Cron.
Davis fouls it back. Oriole first baseman 0 for 3. Ground out, a strikeout, and a fly ball to left. Garrett trying to finish this one off for Jared Weaver. He's looking for his 4th win of the season. Today made his 9th start. And it was a very, very effective one as the breaking ball just misses in. Big breaking ball from Garrett.
He's got a good one there and a good changeup also. But very impressive by Weaver today. Followed up the performance by Matt Shoemaker the night before.
1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the 1-2. Reaching for it. It's a bouncer foul just wide of the bag.
Really good game on the offensive side too. Johnny Giavotella moving up to that number 5 spot. It's a good look there for Richards. Old cup, drinking cup on the hat. No idea it's there.
None. That's genuine. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's wondering why everyone's smiling at him right now. We know Garrett's a good guy.
Yeah. Giavotella in the shift. Throws out Davis, 2 down.
Remember that play by Giavotella in the shift against Chris Davis in the first inning? A big play also there.
Mark Trumbo 0 for 3. Bedrosian, by the way, a scoreless 8th inning, a 1-2-3 inning for him. Five hits for the Orioles this afternoon. 4 singles and then that 2-run home run by Schoop in the 7th. Halos with a 13-hit attack. Trumbo fouls it off late on the fastball. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Yes, he did light that baby up as the Angels take the finale from the Orioles and avoid the sweep. 10-2 the final.
Just a well-balanced game. Carlos Perez, what an afternoon for him. 3 hits, a home run, 5 RBI. Weaver, the Dream Weaver, dealing today. Going 7 innings, is 2 runs allowed, 6 punch-outs. Picking up his 4th victory of the year. Johnny Giavotella clutch. Albert Pujols a couple knocks too. The offense came together. 13 hits on 10 runs. It's his Baltimore club to win the finale 10-2.
Weaver now 4-3 on the season. Jimenez takes a loss. He is 2-5, and a nice debut for Deolis Guerra. 1 inning, couple of strikeouts of Jones and Trumbo. Trumbo's to finish off the game as the Angels pick up the finale of this homestand by the final of 10-2. Now it's off to Texas. They'll play a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers beginning tomorrow night. 2 night games and a day game before returning home.
Yeah, real nice bounce back game after a tough loss, leading 1-0 in the 9th inning. Matt Wieters' 3-run home run to see the offense come right back and score. We talked about that play by C.J. Cron tagging up and then scoring on Carlos Perez's single. But what a game Carlos Perez had today.
Starting to swing the bat better, picked up his first home run the other night against the Dodgers, and a big 5 RBIs, a career high for him today. He's down on the field with Alex Curry. Alex.
Carlos, what a game, a career high 5 RBI for you today. You've really turned things around at the plate. What have you been working on to see these results?
I've been working with the hitting coach so hard, keeping the aggressive in the home plate, and the few days I'm working on it, and it's working now.
What's been the biggest turnaround for this team offensively?
It's really good, you know, when you have a really good offense like we have, and the pitcher is doing a really good job, we're gonna win a lot of games.
And speaking of the pitching, Jared Weaver was locked in today. What was the game plan heading into this game?
Attacking is the more important thing to get ahead and get it out. You know, when you're aggressive, you can make a quick out, and it did today.
Well, you guys did. Congratulations on an unbelievable game, and 5 RBI for you.
Thank you.
The Angels avoid the sweep today, taking Game 3 before hitting the road to Texas as the Bats hope to carry it over to Arlington. Stick around for Angels Live next with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota.